Hey Lana, good morning.
Can you say good morning to Daddy?
I can't talk right now.
It's too early to talk, Daddy. She can't talk right now.
Where's the star though?
Oh, it's starting to cut up, so can't see it anymore.
Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Hi, Wes.
Hey, someone on this end here?
Yeah. Move my stuff out of the way so I can talk.
Oh, you're good.
Things okay?
Yeah, this is your first day back. How'd you go?
Good morning and welcome to WINA Morning News. Time now 6:41, and if ever you needed to be inspired as an entrepreneur, this is the morning for it. Wes Iseli joins us. You may know him already as a magician and illusionist here in Charlottesville, but what you may not know is, to me, he's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. Good morning, Wes.
Good morning.
And when I say hardest working person I've ever seen, I really mean it. You are working, it seems, 24/7.
We got home last night at 1 a.m. and had to get up this morning at 5 to be on the radio.
Oh, my gosh. Well, last night, though, was a family night for you.
It was a family night. We went to see another illusionist perform. We're always, if we're not performing, we want to research and learn more about the craft.
So who did you go see last night?
It's a Vegas performer named Rick Thomas that was in Richmond performing. We saw him in 2008 in Vegas, and he's just phenomenal.
So as a professional magician and illusionist, what is it you look for when you're watching someone on stage?
Well, the cool thing is you can watch a ballet, you can watch a rock concert, and you can see different things. The way they choose lighting, the way their assistants are walking on stage, and we're taking notes like that, not so much the magic.
That's fantastic. You do produce a full illusion show, and you've been in several places all over the map. I mean, it's not like you just stick around here in Virginia, but you're all over the place. Yeah,
upcoming, we're working on a contract to work the Magic Castle in Hollywood, and that's a private club for magicians, but it's known all over the world. We also have, I'm a member of the Fellowship of Christian Magicians, and I'm working a convention for them in March 13th in Ohio, and then we have one in November for the International Fellowship of Christian Magicians for their international convention in Nashville in November.
So, all right, let's kind of move backwards a little bit and talk about when you first got into the magic business. Obviously, you were, I mean, if I remember correctly, you were a kid, and this was a hobby and interest that you just sort of developed over time. When did it turn into a full-time love that you dedicated yourself to?
My dad owned a video store here in Charlottesville called Video Box Office, and all through from when I was 7 years old, as early as I can remember, 7, when I first started magic, I thought I wanted to be a movie special effects makeup artist. And I was all signed up to go to Art Institute of Pennsylvania. I had all the information, already looked into how much money it's going to cost, where I was going to live, all of this. And then Terminator 2 came out when I was in high school, and it just changed the game. Now it's
Terminator 2?
It's not hands-on movie makeup anymore. It's CGI. You're sitting at a computer, 20 hours a day, making CGI graphics magic happen instead of hands-on movie magic.
Okay.
And I was like, I can't sit at a desk all my life. There's no way. I have too much energy. I can't sit at a desk.
Yeah,
so,
speaking of energy, your wife Natalie is here, and I know that mornings are not as easy for you, Natalie.
No.
How do you keep up with this energy?
I'm not a morning person, so I like it that most of our shows are in the afternoon, evening. That's much better for me.
And you do all the booking.
I do.
But seriously, it seems like Wes really is on the job quite a lot. Like even when he's got downtime, he's still thinking of how do I improve my show? How do we make this better? Where can we be next?
Absolutely. Yeah. When we're not on the road doing shows, when we're at home, he's either editing a video or working on a new magic trick, or we're coming up with our new illusion show for the year because we come up with a new one every year. So it's not just what you see on stage.
No, it's obviously not, because you're improving time after time. And just when we think, oh, we've seen that show, it's like, no, you haven't.
Yeah, I mean, this guy that we saw last night, Rick Thomas, gave me a wonderful bit of advice. I was a magician back in 20 years. But when we saw him about 10 years ago, I said, Rick, I want to put together a full evening illusion show. What was your advice? He said, just buy one illusion at a time. And
one a year.
Some years, one at a year, yeah. Mm-hmm. And some years we end up getting more than one. Mm-hmm. But we haven't overwhelmed ourselves with that. So every year we can bring in the old illusions and create a new show with it. And we've been working Massanutten since 2003. And every year at Massanutten, they're timeshare. So these people come the same week every year. So they have to see a new show because they just saw us July 4th
right,
week
because you don't want it to get stale for them or you.
Right. We want them to come back every year.
So luckily with that contract, we're forced to come up with a new show, which is a blessing because now we have a new show that we can promote all over the East Coast.
Not only do you have a new show, but you actually have a new sponsor.
Yeah, we are so happy. VitHit, it's a huge company over in Ireland, and the local Pepsi bottling company just bought them and trying to introduce it to America. And we're just so happy to have VitHit sponsoring us.
VitHit is a drink.
It's a health beverage. Yeah, it's water, tea, and juice, all mixed up together with a hit of vitamins.
And I see 4 flavors. You brought me 4 flavors today. One is apple and elderflower. It's a green tea drink.
Leaning green, yep.
Yep. And then we've got the dragon fruit yuzu with water, tea, and
That's
vitamins.
the immunity. It's supposed to help your immune system.
Yes, immunity. And then activity is coconut and pineapple. That sounds really good.
It is really good.
And then we've got the vitality, which is mandarin with white tea and green coffee bean in it.
And that's
and
really
these
good.
are all natural.
They're delicious at any time of the day, but certain ones I think, the lean and green I think of after a workout, or the coconut one after a workout, and the mandarin, when you wake up in the morning, you want that orange juice.
Something fresh.
Oh, they're all delicious. And my daughter, this is what I approached them and said, hey, can I work for you guys? Can we do something together? Uh-huh. Because not only do I like it, my wife loves it. My daughter just, if I open one now.
And she's only 3.
If I open one now, she just turned 4. If I open one now, she'll chug the whole thing. She absolutely loves it.
Lana, do you have a favorite? You like which one you love?
She said, I love all the colors.
I love all the colors.
All the colors? I liked it before you spoke, Wes. She was like, I like that one and that one and that one and that one.
She truly does love it, yeah. She really does.
Well, you can tell it's honest, So, yeah, so you got from this place where you were just, putting one illusion trick together, one new illusion trick a year, or maybe a couple that you could do. You bring your show all over the place, and now suddenly you've got this major sponsorship from VitHit. I mean, you're really taking off. How does it feel for you?
I'm still in awe. They redid my van. They re-decaled it. They painted it. They really took care of me. It's got a VitHit logo on it, proudly sponsored by VitHit, and it really feels good. It's like that constant pat on the back that we're proud of you and we know you'll do good by us.
What do you think it takes, though? Do you think a person has to be working 24/7 the way you do in order to succeed in the timeline that you have?
Well, nobody's gonna make you a star. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You have to do the work. And my dad died at 25 when I was 25 years old, and it's like there's a big hole, and I need that pat on the back constantly because when I lost him, it's that void. So having VitHit pat me on the back, and having people like you that support me, and are our cheerleaders,
it's a good
almost,
you done
it
good,
almost
kid,
feels that
right?
void. It almost feels that void. Yeah. Constantly.
Wow. So Natalie, how is it for you? Just knowing that he needs that pat on the back. Is it something you see happen for him?
Well, and I see the need, and I try to pat him on the back, but I know he appreciates that because I'm so extremely proud of him. He if you had seen our first illusion show, we were jumping up and down, so proud of ourselves. And I think there was one big box illusion in it.
Buy one a year.
We called it our illusion show.
It was a magic and illusion show, so it was a lot of
and
magic.
just to see from that to what we've done now, where it's an hour-and-a-half show with at least 5 illusions, if not more, and just I am so extremely proud of him, and I try and relate that to him, but I know it's not the same as his dad doing it. But I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him. I don't know how to express it. I'm just...
Well, I can see it in your eyes. I mean, you're just glowing, and it's,
Yeah.
what, 6:50 in the morning?
And that's
I
not
don't know
normal
you to
for me.
glow at
No.
6:50.
But she's awesome, too. I mean, to be able to book all my shows and to be there for me and to help me out. And she didn't know any magic when I met her. And now in the show, she does a Silk and Dove act, and she's the box jumper. She's the one. She fits in boxes that
She's your beautiful
I
assistant.
can't fit in, and she pushes herself. I'm proud of her. Yeah.
Thanks.
It's incredible. All right. I want you to hold on because we've got to take a minute. And when we come back, we can finish our conversation just about, what it takes to become a viable professional, not just in magic, but just at all. Because it takes a lot more than the need for a pat on the back. I'm Wendy Edwards. It's WINA Morning News Time, 6:55 in studio. Wes Iseli, magician and illusionist, along with his beautiful assistant, Natalie, and his young, beautiful assistant, Lana. And we're all here to talk about how Wes has really put his passion into his work. And it's really paying off. I mean, he's now got a major sponsor through VitHit, which is bottled right here in Charlottesville through Pepsi Bottling Company. And it seems as though, Wes is constantly working, constantly trying to up his game and make what he's doing even more special, having better props and better shows and booking even better places. And really, the growth that you've seen, Natalie, has to have been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a boyfriend who's a magician, end up marrying him, and realize that you're going to be doing this. I mean, you guys are really doing this. It's not just some hobby for him.
No, it wasn't a hobby when I joined him, but it is definitely not a hobby now either. It's gone from, it's just grown since I've known him. So, yeah.
And being on the road is actually paying off because you guys have put all the hard work in, and it seems like now you're starting to get recognition. Wes, you've worked on the Carbonaro Effect on True TV.
Magic consultant and animal trainer for the show, yeah.
Exactly. So it's like things are coming to you now.
Right. Yeah, that came to us.
It's just amazing.
I'm
it
so
seems
blessed.
amazing, but really there's a lot more to it, right? I mean, we're all sitting here like, oh, yeah, it's great. All this stuff is coming to you, but you had to work really hard for this to turn around and start coming to you instead of you going to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And the other thing is, you were asking, what drives me? How could other people be successful in whatever they do?
Right.
And I think it's finding a passion, find something you're passionate about, and find something that you love. And then it's not work. It's when I'm building a new prop, when I'm painting something, when we're coming up with a new show, we love every aspect of it. Office work, not so much. But anytime we're on the road, we're in heaven. We love the big show. Natalie being on stage in that big show, she said that's her favorite thing.
Yes, the big illusion shows are what I love to do the most. I like doing that the most. And seeing the show last night, it was just big box illusion after big box illusion. And I told Wes, I said, we need to cram some more big box illusion. That's my favorite part. We got to just cram some more in there.
And we have them now.
Yeah,
now we have them.
we have that option. So
Yeah.
Really, it's just amazing. And I understand where you're saying, like, go with your passion. I think a lot of people, though, have a passion, but they're afraid to branch out because they've got this, they've got this job that is supporting them or supporting their family. And when you look over here and you see your passion, and it really, you have to admit, it really does take a lot of work with that passion. You can't just go, oh, well, I'm going to follow my passion and then just sort of haphazardly do stuff that you like. You really have to dedicate to it. If you're going to jump in that direction and leave that job security, you're going to have to really invest.
All right, I need to borrow a $1 bill. I'll show you that magic trick I promised you. Do you have a $1 bill?
I don't know. I'll have to see if I have a $1 bill.
I do have just $1 bill.
Perfect. I
$1.
never carry cash, so that's why I asked.
Oops. Am I gonna get it back?
I promise.
Okay. You're not gonna rip it or anything.
Well,
Or burn it.
if I ripped it a little bit, would that be okay? Here's the thing. Usually I have people sign their name to the dollar bill,
Okay.
and we'll trade you out for a new one after the trick.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sign it today because I did this on another radio station, and the guy said, oh, somehow you got my signature and you were able to copy that. I don't want you to think that.
All right.
But the serial numbers are really important, and it's duplicated on both sides.
Okay.
So what I'll do, I'll just peel off a little bit. But we'll trade you out for another one.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So just hold on to this corner of the
Okay.
bill. That's your job to hold on to that.
All right.
And I'm going to take the rest of this bill, fold it up like this. Just like this. Now you're holding that piece, pinch it really tight.
All
Okay?
right, yeah.
Watch this.
What?
Okay?
Where'd it go?
Well, remember I said that we could have signed the bill if we wanted.
Yeah.
But when I did this, look, my hands are completely empty.
Right.
If you open up the marker here. See the inkwell? Watch.
Are you kidding me? What in the world?
Pull that out, unroll it.
Seriously? No way.
Line for line, fiber for fiber. I'll hold the bill.
All right, so I've got to match these numbers.
Line for line, fiber for fiber.
93002-862M. No way!
That's it.
Of course I'm sitting here going, how did he do that?
I wanted to come up with something special for you, so that's what I came up with.
I don't want to know how.
I can't
This
tell
is
you.
just
I can't tell
amazing.
you anyway.
Well, yes, you can, but you don't want to. Wow. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
And now I have to get some tape.
No, I'll fix it. I'll get you another.
We went on a radio interview today, and we had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so we could be there by 6:30 in the morning. I am not a morning person, so it wasn't enjoyable. But the actual interview went really well and was fun. And the only thing that we can complain about is that it's just a 10-minute segment, so it's never long enough, and we never get to finish our conversations. So Wendy, the hostess, you call her hostess?
I guess you just did.
Hostess of the show, host of the show, whatever you want to call her. Anyway, sorry, Wendy. She wants us to come back another time for a longer talk. So that'll be in the future.
Maybe a 30-minute interview.
Yeah, hopefully not at 6:30 in the morning though, but it probably will be. Unless she records it and does it at a later date.
Well, I like being live on the air,
I
though.
know.
There's something about... The bad thing was, she said, right at this minute mark, we're going to get cut off the air. Commercials are going to hit start. And she asked an open-ended question. Like, I had 1 second to answer it, and we got cut off. So
No, I didn't get to finish
that's
it.
how the interview ended.
That seems to be the case most of the time. We never get to finish our conversations, but it was a good interview. It was a good segment. So
Have fun.